Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Appreciate you taking out time to check out the video. Hopefully you liking it, sharing, subscribing, all those good things. Thank you in advance. But let's not wait. This episode, we're going to focus on a game that is very straightforward, very simple, and it is not the prettiest game. It is not the most in-depth game, but it gets the job done. When you need something to jump into, it's here for you. And this is the NES version of the arcade classic 1942. The reason why I picked that version of it and not the arcade version is this is the one I played the most as a kid. This is a game, I call these Saturday morning games. When you're half asleep and you hear somebody just tapping buttons and you look up and they're playing 1942 and you like, hey man, you just start or you deep in this run. Because the game is literally start the game and you have it says 32 stages. Now, I personally have never gotten through all 32 levels. But it's always fun to just see how far you can get. How long of a run can you make? The levels aren't necessarily that difficult, especially in the beginning. It's just, a few planes showing up, shooting at you. You got your fighter, you got your fighter plane and you're doing work, and you got power-ups and different things depending on what level you're on. There's what power-ups that you get. You got to kill certain ships. You'll see the gold ships come up and you shoot them down. You get your power-up, you get it back working. This one doesn't even have an actual bomb. So usually on these type of shooting games, you got some sort of clear the screen move. Not here. The only thing you could do is fly and do a little barrel roll. And other than that, keep pressing B, because that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be tapping B for a long time. And it's one of those games where you can only shoot so many on the screen at once, so many shots. So you got to make sure that your shots are landing. Otherwise, you can be flying, not able to shoot anything for a moment. And like I said, this is old school. This is just how long can you play? How big can your score get? Every so many points, you get another life, or the less of the barrel rolls that you don't use gets added to your score. So it's like, how many runs can you make without having to use one? Because it can get you out of a jam, but sometimes it can put you into a jam if you get a little loose with it. Backgrounds and everything sometimes can get a little crazy to where stuff starts blending in, and I think that's almost intentional. I know they were limited with the NES technology at the time, trying to port over the arcade game, but still I feel like it's a little setup. As you can see, some of the times I die I feel like weren't my fault, but that's par for the course. But yeah, it's not the like I said, it's not the most in-depth game, right? This is paperboard level. This is, what this is. You've played it before. Dive into it. And I had a lot of fun with this game. Even just using recording the footage of it, I had a lot of fun because it's simple. A lot of the games that come out, for the mobile devices and the tablets and all of that stuff, they pull a lot of the designs from some of those shooting games from games like 1942 or R-Type or Gradius or even the Darius twins. Even though I don't necessarily play those games, you definitely will be seeing some R-Type and Gradius because, I feel like that genre has been overlooked. I know it kind of morphed into the bullet hell type of games where everything is filling up the screen and you got a pixel of a frame you got to dodge with. But it started with 1942 and games like 1942. This is post Galaga, but not quite Gradius and R-Type. But I wanted to show that version of the game just to give you an idea of where we came from as well. Again, this whole series is about showing appreciation for the games that led to the games that we enjoy. There's definitely going to be more types of these games that I'm going to be showing, but I want to hear from you as far as, do you know about 1942 or 1943 or 19XX? Are you familiar with that series or these type of games? If you don't remember playing this game, what version of this type of game did you play? If you say Darius Twins, then you're wasting your time. Nobody cares about that game. Even though it shares my name, never quite wanted to play it. I don't know why. Just always was like, nah, it's too on the nose. Darius playing Darius. It's weird, right? So, but yeah, I really like this game. Like I said, I enjoyed recording the footage for it, and hope you enjoy this little trip down memory lane. And I just kind of wanted to set the tone for all of the other shooter type games that we go into, because they only get better from here. But as always, be safe, have fun. Peace.